everyone, and welcome back to another video. I am simply simming if you are new here, and today's video is another part in the Let's Renovate Sunset Valley series. I know, this is impressive. I don't usually do two parts so close together, but I just felt like doing this house and like getting this neighborhood done, and it was also a smaller house, so it was just easier to do. But I am doing the Monotone house, that's what it's called. It is once again in the same neighborhood, but I already told you I'm basically doing the same neighborhood. I changed it kind of quite a bit, but I kept like the same like flat roof. I mean, well, it's got a lower roof, but also like the flat front, and it's similar to the rest in the neighborhood, except there's like minor differences, but you know what's new. I think it came out pretty cute. The inside was kind of, I mean, like the color scheme I probably could have tried harder on, but it wasn't that bad, in my opinion at least. But yeah, so that's how this house came out. I think the inside's kind of cute. I don't know. The backyard is one of my favorites. I really like the backyard. But I don't know. I'm also a little biased because I made this house, so I mean that might just have something to do with why I like it. But anyway, I feel like, I don't know. I don't know what I was going to finish that sentence with. I do that all the time. I literally say, I feel like, or something like that. I don't know, some sentence starter, whatever they're called. And then I don't start a sentence. But I don't know. I'm trying to do a voiceover in one take because I'm way too lazy to go back and cut things out of a voiceover unless I really need to. I always do my voiceovers in one take because, like I said, I'm lazy. But, you know, it's cool. Oh, I just, that was me thinking of something to talk about. Oh my god, this is already a mess. But recently I cleaned out my mods folder for The Sims 4. And I'm really happy about that because I've really just, I love having some, like, it bugged me that I had things without meshes in the game because I had no way of knowing what it was, so I didn't bother to delete it because I wanted to delete CC that I actually liked. And it bothered me to just have custom content that I never ever use and I hate so much, and like random townies, like the aliens in my Island Living Let's Play would always wear. And so at this point, I don't know, it feels so nice because I didn't have a way to organize it before because I downloaded not Creator Studio. That's the YouTube thing. I downloaded the Sims 4 Studio and the Sims 4 Tray Importer recently, so I could just ignore it and organize it. I can't speak. Oh my god! But I did that recently, and that kind of that allowed me to organize my downloads folder. So I did that recently, and it feels nice to just have a clean mods folder. And I also made room for some new custom content. I'm not a person that gets bugged too much by having too much custom content in my game, but I honestly don't have that much in my game. Like, I'm pretty sure I barely have a gigabyte of custom content in my game. But I just like custom content. But also, my computer has a very, very, very low amount of storage, so I kind of have to clear up space, but it doesn't bug me to have a lot of custom content in my game like it does some people. Personally, more custom content the better. I'm just kidding, kind of, a little bit, because if I'm gonna use it all, I just like having the variety, because I feel like I always end up dressing my Sims in the same thing. I need new clothes, because I also need to uninstall my clothes, because I have this thing, I am an organized, tidy person, so I like cleaning things out, I like having things organized, but I also, and like decluttered, but I also have a hard time getting rid of things. So when I'm like going through my custom content, I'm like, I might use this t-shirt even though I haven't used it in actually forever, but I'm like, I don't want to get rid of it because once I get rid of it, I can't get it back. So it kind of scares me. Well, I could get it back, I bet, if I tried hard enough, but I'm not willing to try that hard. So I don't know. I need to, I think, go through my clothes one more time, but I organize them in a more efficient way. I don't know. A more organized way. That sounds dumb. I organize them in a more organized way, but you know, it's a better way of organizing them because before I just had hair and then I had all my hair in a folder, but now I have it sorted by age and gender. So I'm all set, and it just feels very good to just have that organized and really all set. Also, this is really delayed, but I saw it on my screen earlier. This house, The chimney, I wanted a chimney, but it was weird the way the roofing was. It looked kind of weird for this house to have a chimney. I was so proud of myself because it was kind of like a fun challenge to use constrained floor elevation so I could get the chimney. Because if there's a way you can use constrained floor elevation so you can have it at a height you want it to be at. And it was just really fun to take on that challenge. But I had to like, the most challenging part was I couldn't just build like a 2-floored thingamajig. That made no sense. I couldn't just build like a wall up on a foundation and then flatten it or whatever. It had to be the same amount of stories as the chimney was. So I don't know, that probably made no sense, but you see it in the video. I had to like stack it up, and then I had to make sure it was the right height, but it also had to have the same amount of floors as the chimney. It didn't matter if they were at the same height, they just had to have the same amount of floors. And it was a fun challenge because I like kind of like things that work your brain in that way. That sounded kind of dumb, but I don't know, it was just a fun challenge to figure out with this house. I think this house, on the Lydia scale of things in this neighborhood, I think this house came out alright. That sentence made no sense. On the scale of like how good it is compared to the rest of the houses, that's what I was trying to say. I think it came out alright. Like, I don't think it's the worst one, definitely not, but it's definitely not my favorite. I think my 2 favorites are the Prefabulous and the Shotgun Style. I really liked those. And then, like, Cottage Cheese, the interior, I like the exterior of pretty much all of these, but the interior for Cottage Cheese was alright, but the exterior I liked, but the interior was just meh. But I think it's the same with this house. The interior, I think, might be a little better than Cottage Cheese, but it's just meh. I think I didn't explore enough with color schemes, but I suck at color schemes, you guys. Help me. I use like the same color for everything. And I think it's kind of cute, but then like I use the same color scheme in all my builds. Like the Cottage Cheese house and the Prefabulous house have the same color schemed exterior, and I have a hard time changing. I find a color scheme I like, and it works, and then I use it, and I don't think there's that much wrong with there is, because then all my houses look the same, but I'm okay. That's why I kind of like The Sims 4, because I don't have to come up with I do have to come up with my own color schemes, but I have a guide, because the houses have their own color. The houses? What? The objects have their own, like, color options, so I just click on one, and I'm like, ooh, I can make a room out of this. That sounded so dumb. But that's kind of the way it works. But in The Sims 3, I have to choose my own colors, and I have a hard time coming up with color schemes, like I said. And just like, I don't know, I'm like, what color should I color this? And I tend to like deeper, like I've been into deeper colors recently, like not like super pastel bright colors, especially in The Sims 3. I don't know why. I just feel like it looks more natural and realistic in The Sims 3, because I feel like brighter colors they're weird and glowy in The Sims 3. The Sims 3 has some lighting issues that make like the pastel items weird and glowy. The lighter objects and certain fabrics and patterns tend to be glowier than others, and I have a hard time coloring things in The Sims 3. That's the moral of the story. So yeah. I can't. I don't know. I do stuff like that. That's another example. I just said and I had nothing to say. But I am struggling in this voiceover. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm actually having a lot of fun. I wanted to do this voiceover because technically I should be editing Island Living, but I took a break because I cannot sit down and edit Let's Play parts. I like doing Let's Play parts enough not to give them up, but I also don't love Let's Plays. They're not my favorite thing to do. The fun stuff is like stuff like this, where I sit down and I can just talk to you guys. It's so fun. I mean, I'd be doing it anyways just to myself, but here I have a reason to do it. I'm kidding. Sort of. I talk to myself a little bit, but like, okay, I talk to myself a lot, but well, now I have a place to talk to myself. Because I'm still technically talking to myself, but I have a reason to do it, because I'm doing a voiceover for this video. But I like talking to myself, and I also like challenge videos and Create Sims. I love Create Sims. And with my new custom content, I'm so excited to do Create Sims for you guys. And I have some ideas. I have a lot of video ideas. I just need to do them, because I feel like there's always something that gets in the way. But I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna start doing them, because there are some fun ones. I'm excited to show you. Not I'm excited to show you. I can't talk in this video, but like, what's new? You know, I always can't talk. I think it's how fast I'm talking too, because like my mouth is running 100 miles per hour, but my brain isn't. That didn't make that sounded weird, but you get what I'm saying. My mouth is moving faster than my brain is, and I can't speak when I do that. But I tend to be a person that talks a lot and pretty fast. But, like, I'm also shy. I've been over this. I just, like, when I know the person or when I'm alone talking to myself, I'm not very shy, and I talk a lot and really fast. And yeah, I also ask a lot of questions, and I do it to myself. Like, I watch my Let's Play parts as I'm editing them, and I'm like, I'm asking all these questions. I'm like, why is this happening? And I'm not even looking for an answer. I'm just asking them. And it's kind of weird, but, like, you know, whatever, you know? I also, like, I pause a lot. I do some weird stuff in my Let's Play parts. I don't know. Let's Play parts are weird because it's just me trying to talk, trying to fill the gaps. I'm so bad at Let's Plays. I don't really enjoy them all that much. Like I said, I enjoy them enough not to give them up, but they're not my favorite thing in the world. But you know, that made no sense. But like, I'm not great at them, and they're a little bit less enjoyable for me to do than other videos might be, like I said. So I'm not great at them. That's what I'm trying to get out, but apparently I can't spit it out. The words just aren't coming to me. So, you know, it's like that often. That was the worst. You know, I would hate this voiceover, but I'm just having a lot of fun doing it. I'm really in the voiceover talk to myself type of mood right now. And that's, like I said, why I wanted to do this voiceover. So, I would be a little bit disappointed that I can't speak in this, but I'm not, because I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So I don't really care. I don't really care that I can't speak for the life of me in this voiceover. I'm having a good time. And I need something to do because I've been, like, I don't know, I've been trying to not lay in bed too early because I'm trying to exhaust myself because I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. So, like, if I'm up out of my bed, hopefully I'll be more tired when I have to get into bed. And, like, that's my goal, because then once I get into bed, I won't be up laying in my bed for hours, and then I'll get used to laying in my bed and not want to sleep. Does that make any sense? It's like the whole thing where you shouldn't do things where you're awake and up, like studying in your bed. It's sort of like that, so I'm trying to just not do that. Okay, so it is getting to the screenshots. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.